I used to think I had discipline. I woke up early, hit the gym, ate clean, and kept my macros in check all day. But then night would fall, and I'd become someone else. Around 9 or 10 p.m., something in me shifted. I wasn't hungry. I knew I wasn't. But it didn't matter. My mind would whisper, just a little snack. You deserve it. And suddenly I'd find myself standing in the kitchen, half conscious, spoon in hand, devouring almond butter straight from the jar. It was like I was on autopilot, driven by something deeper than willpower. I tried everything. Eating more during the day, cutting carbs, adding carbs, melatonin, journaling, cold showers. Nothing worked. And every morning I'd wake up with guilt and the scale refusing to budge. The worst part, I couldn't explain it. Why was someone so committed during the day completely unraveled at night? That's when I stumbled on something that finally made it make sense. It was a podcast. Burn It Nutrition. Joseph was interviewing a guy named Sean Folkson, founder of Night Food, a company that didn't just sell snacks, but tackled the science behind nighttime eating. I leaned in. Sean talked about how nighttime cravings weren't just emotional, they were biological. At night, our brain chemistry shifts, our willpower is drained, cortisol levels dip, serotonin rises, and the brain starts looking for reward, fast. We don't just crave food, we crave comfort. That hit me hard. I wasn't weak, I wasn't broken, I was human, and my brain was doing exactly what it was wired to do. But that didn't mean I had to stay stuck. Sean's approach wasn't to shame nighttime snacking, it was to optimize it. What if instead of fighting the cravings, we reimagined what we gave into? What if the snacks we reached for actually supported sleep rather than ruined it? It was a radical shift in thinking. Instead of denying the urge, I learned to work with it. I started looking at ingredients, focusing on foods rich in tryptophan, magnesium, slow digesting carbs. I swapped out my nut butter binges for sleep-friendly options, foods that calmed me instead of jacking up blood sugar or digestion. And slowly the guilt faded, the bloating stopped, my sleep improved, and almost without trying, the weight began to drop. Because here's the truth most diets ignore. We don't just eat for fuel, we eat for comfort, for calm, especially when the world gets quiet and the stress of the day settles in. If that sounds like you, if you're tired of fighting your body every night and want to understand what's actually driving those late-night cravings, then you need to hear this episode. Our host Joseph interviews Sean Folkson, and together they unpack the real science behind nighttime eating and how you can make it work for you, not against you. You can listen to the full episode now at burnitnutrition.com/podcast104 or search Burn It Nutrition on iTunes or Spotify. Just look for episode 104. And before you go, let's talk about one of the simplest yet most powerful upgrades to your health hydration. Most people think hydration is just about drinking water, but the key is electrolyte balance. That is why I use Element electrolytes daily. With the right mix of sodium, potassium, and magnesium, your body functions at its best. It keeps me hydrated, supports my workouts, and improves recovery. Right now, Element is offering a free sample pack with any purchase. Just go to drinkelement.com/burnit to grab yours. Nighttime doesn't have to be your battleground. With the right approach, it can be your recovery zone. Check out the full podcast now, and I'll see you in the next Burn It clips.